Hello and welcome. You're joining us live here on India Today's social media handles. I'm Akshata Nantagopal, and I have with me today a very special guest. He's made India incredibly proud. He and a film that he's made has made its way into the Guinness World Records. How? For winning the most number of awards. The short film that Deepak Reddy has made is called Manasana. It's a Telugu short film. It's won 513 awards, believe it or not, and so has made its way, it's created history, made its way into the Guinness World Records. And joining me in this special on our social media handles is Deepak Reddy, the filmmaker, the director who's made that Telugu short film. Deepak, namaskaram, baunnara? Good, thank you, good. I'll switch back to English because our audiences may not really understand what we're talking about. But interesting story that I want to tell our viewers about how we got in touch with Deepak. We put out an article on India Today on our social media handles on our website, where we'd actually put out, Deepak's amazing feat about his short film. And then he posted that saying, I can't believe India Today has actually featured this. Deepak, you have to get used to being a celebrity now. Come on, you're a celebrity, so you have to be used to all the attention that you're getting. And I'm sure you're receiving amazing responses for your short film because it's won 513 awards. Did you expect this kind of a reception for your film? So tell me, about your film as well. It's a short film, yes. Manasana, I'm guessing Manasana literally translates to mind. And I understand it's a romantic comedy. So tell us really what it's about. How did you conceive the idea?
Yeah. So Manasana literally translates to salutations to the mind. Okay. It means salutations to the mind. And so it's a romantic comedy. So the idea, the inception started from, I wanted to tell, there's a dialogue in the film where it says, present is pretty boring. The past is always, fearful. The only thing that is always sweet is the past. So when I wrote this line, so I thought of telling the whole film in reverse. So I wanted to tell the whole story, the past in reverse, like chronologically in reverse order. Yes, it's a flashback. The whole film is literally shot in reverse. So there is first of its kind. So there haven't been any film that's been shot in this way. There are screenplays that have been written in reverse and the scenes in reverse order have been directed. But none of the film that entirely we shot was edited into reverse. So this was a plan of making this film where I literally shot the film in reverse when the dialogue. So the whole 8-minute episode in the short film was so technically planned well. So yeah, it was very hectic and very tough because the visualization was pretty difficult, and we had to spend almost 6 months for the previous just to pre-visualize the film that we were gonna shoot. So we did excess pre-production work of 6 months almost, and then we only shot the film for 5 days because we didn't have budgets. So we had to put our brains to spend more on the pre-production, and we only shot for 5 days. And post-production again took 3 to 4 months again. So the whole journey took almost a year.
It's all worth it almost though, right? It's all paid off.
Yeah.
But how did it first start getting the recognition that it has now? I'm sure by now 513 awards down the line, Deepak. Now when you get a call saying, look, the film has won an award, you're kind of used to it. Which was the first call you got? Which was the first award you bagged? And what was your reaction to that?
So actually speaking, we've got around 860 awards worldwide. Oh. This is the actual number. So the Guinness film jury had they had deep scrutiny, and they had to only qualify film festivals that are 3+ years old. Based on the recognition and reputation, they took off the new festivals which are in which are right now progression. Okay, so it got down to 513, but yeah. But because Guinness has the best, verification. So the Guinness, the jury has the best verification process. So I'm okay with 513 right now. Okay. So the very first award we've got from was from Rally Studios. The film festival is called Indie Short Fest. That was the very first film festival that we've got into and made into the. We won the platinum award there. So there were silver, gold, and platinum. These were the phases. But we won platinum as for the best short. And that's when we recognized that our film is a festival circuit film. And then we've started applying for other festivals. And then we've made into top 10 worldwide film festivals like Catalina Film Festival, Dances with Films, a lot of film festivals in the US. The major recognition the short has got was from US, if I have to specifically say. So most of the awards that we have won was from the US. I don't know, they have loved the film like anything. I've been getting a lot of emails from the jury and from a lot of festival directors and all. So I've even got calls from some studios from the US, from studios from Hollywood. Yeah. So if I talk about award, these are the things. But yeah, from Tollywood, Telugu speaking state, we call it Tollywood, Telugu cinema. So from here, I got a lot of calls from a lot of big filmmakers, producers, and actors. It's been happening from the past 1 year. So yeah.
So tell me something, Deepak, all of this recognition has been coming your way. The one question everyone will be asking, including me, I haven't seen the short film, is where do we see it?
Okay.
When is it going to be out on the big platforms, on OTT, etc.? How can everyone who's watching this broadcast see it? Because I'm sure that's the question everyone wants an answer for right now.
So actually, for now, the film is available on YouTube for free. That's what I've decided to. It's free available on YouTube. You can just search and type it. But right now, I've been getting calls from a lot of agents and stuff about pitching it to the OTTs. I'm just wait for 1 week because the whole country has to watch this film. That's why it's available for free for right now on YouTube. You can watch it anytime. So maybe after a week or two, I don't know if it's going to be online or not.
Okay, so I think everyone right now will be quickly ensuring they save it and so they can watch it before it lands up somewhere else and then we have to pay for it. But that's amazing. Like I said, Deepak, you have to get used to becoming a celebrity now and kind of realize that you've made a film that's being recognized globally, worldwide. And here, I remember seeing a lot of comments from celebrities, the likes of Advisesh, Sukumar, the director of Pushpa, all of them have also come out to, congratulate you, to hail the film. What was that like, getting these reactions from some of the biggest stars of Tollywood?
So initially when we made the film in 2020, the very first person to promote, watch the film and appreciate me was Anushka Shetty. So she was the very first person to do that. Later, a lot of people like Rashmika Mandana, she has loved the film and she's left me a message saying, I'd love if you are making a feature, I'll be happy to work with you. So a lot of celebrities did that. But after that, we took off the video for almost like 1 year because it was going in the film festival circuit. So we didn't have the exclusivity, so we had to remove it. So after that, when I got the Guinness, the very first person that called me up was Sukumar sir. So I'm a huge fan of Sukumar sir. I've grown up watching his films. He's my biggest inspiration, So I started watching films when I was 9 years old, and his first film released then. His film was Arya. So the very first film of Sukumar sir, he's made with Allu Arjun.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest breakthrough for both of them. So he's been in touch with me for the past 1 year. So since he saw the shot, but soon after he heard the news, he just called me up and he spent almost a lot of time with me, appreciated me for this, and I should be very thankful to him. And Shesh is a very close friend of mine because we've been traveling from 1 year after he watched the shot. All of these people I got to know after I made a shot. So the same shot. Okay. So he's been a sweetheart. It's very nice of him that he's appreciated me on his Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deepak, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Deepak, I also wanted to ask you one more question, which is that there's been a lot of buzz that you're making the same thing into a feature film. As you said, Rashmika has also said, let me be a part of it. Advisesh has also taken to social media to say, I can't wait to see the feature film. And I think everyone will want to know, who will you cast in the feature film? Because it's got so much attention. I'm sure everyone is saying, cast me, and putting their hand up right now.
It's not like that. They just put their interest out, saying like they want to work with me. The casting is not yet finalized, but I'm still working on the script, so it might be done anytime soon. I should let you know once everything falls in place.
No, you don't get away that easily. Who's your dream cast? Who do you want in it?
For this film, for this particular film, you're saying?
Yeah.
For the feature?
For this
film. I'd love to cast Dilka Salman.
Okay, wow. We'll put out a message for you also saying, Dulquer Salman, if you're listening, Deepak wants to cast you in Manasana. I'm sure he'll grab it once he sees this as well. You know, what's interesting, Deepak, is the fact that your film almost made it to the Oscars as well.
Yes. It was qualified in section of Best Action Live Short for 2022, and it also made BAFTA qualified. It was a BAFTA qualified short.
Wow.
And it also qualified for Canadian Screen Award. So all these, like, we made into the Canadian Screen Award qualifying film festival where we won the best film there. And these are like academic qualifying festivals and BAFTA qualifying festivals and there. So we have won over in those festivals. We made into there. So from there, that was a great recognition too. But Guinness is something else where there's no competition. It's only one film that the previous record was around 364 awards for a Spanish film. Okay. So we had to break it. The film is called Cuerdas.
We are way ahead.
It's actually a great thing.
So is your next mission then, Deepak, is your next mission bagging an Oscar?
No, I don't believe in this awards and festival stuff. To be frank, I'm telling you, I'm a commercial filmmaker.
Awards, Deepak, no. You can't say that.
I've never imagined this, but my perspective of filmmaking is about people liking my film than somebody else awarding. I love more rewards than awards. So that's the reason. I've made a romantic comedy, but the way it's been, so the execution is what I think, direction and the screenplay and all the technical things that's made this film as a stand in all those festivals. But the content is pretty commercial. If you can get to see it, it's a normal romantic comedy where a boy meets girl. But the way it is being told is something that's made the film so big. That's what I believe.
Yeah, you very rarely hear of romantic comedies doing so well or getting any sort of critical acclaim. And I'm sure you also knew that the moment you had the story ready. Is that why you decided that I'm going to conceptualize this differently? From what you tell me, it's almost like an Inception style kind of thing, the way you edited it, etc. So is that why you decided that I'll do this a little differently, because romantic comedies otherwise are very run of the mill?
So I always feel romantic comedies are pretty stereotyped. Like all the romantic comedies have the same story: boy meets girl, they fight, and then they meet again by the end of the film. This is what it is. Correct. So I thought it should be the same story because it's the same story that people want to watch. The content is the same, but how can I tell it differently? This is what my feeling was. So my idea was, what if I start off a film where the guy and girl they break up? So this is the ending of the film. If you talk about the beginnings, a relationship just starts if the beginning is good, but the endings can be happy or good. You never know. It can be a happy ending or a sad ending, right? But beginnings are always beautiful. So what I thought was, why can't I make the beginning as the ending and the ending as the beginning? So I started making a film from the ending, and I ended it at the beginning. So always the ending will be a happy ending if you think about the past. So I just wanted to recreate the nostalgia. The nostalgia of, the reminiscing is a love story, a guy's love story. So that's how I got the idea. And I just chose the best bits of, a relationship. So I used technique of, shooting a single take shots, like all the mise-en-scenes we call, they're like almost 1 to 2 minute takes. I just took six phases of a relationship and then put it out on six ways in an order. So where it starts from the ending, where they break up, where there's breakup, and it ends where they meet for the first time. This is all the story about.
Okay. Wow, sounds extremely interesting. Deepak, thank you very much for joining us here in India today. I've had an absolute amazing time chatting with you. I wish you all the very best for your future. We're definitely going to be watching out for your feature film as well. And promise us that you'll join us when the feature film is out, because I'm sure it's going to have a lot of hype. It's going to do exceptionally well and have some of the biggest names of the film industry.
I don't know. I just want to make good films. That's it. I don't expect anything. But thanks a lot for having me here. It was a dream because I grew up reading India Today magazines when I was like 3-4 years old. Like I started off from there when I was studying my second and third standards, and now I am here on India Today. I still can't believe this.
Look at your
But,
journey. Look at your journey. It's so inspirational, and it feels wonderful for us also to hear that you've been reading the India Today magazine for so long. But like I said, that you're a celebrity now, Deepak. You have to get used to it. You're going to be featuring, I predict, a lot more on India Today as well. So thank you very much for taking the time out for joining us here.
Thank you.